everyone. So we are continuing from where we ended the last time. Hello everyone. So we are continuing from where we ended the last time. And the last time, from here we are going to learn how to configure security measures on our switch. Okay. So we are going to put password on our switch. Okay. So we'll go to configuration, global configuration mode, and we want to know the command that can help us put password on our switch. And in here we are going to use the command called enable. Okay, so I'll use type enable. I'll send my question mark command. Now here I'm going to use password Cisco. Now when I use enable password Cisco, the Cisco password is not encrypted, so I need to encrypt it. So I need another command to encrypt it. So which command will help me do that? Service. So I'll choose service. I'll send the question mark interface. Then in here I'll send password encryption. So password encryption, which will encrypt my password. Okay. Now there is another way that we can encrypt our password, okay, without using the service password encryption method. Okay, so we use the command enable again, and in here instead of password we are going to use secret. Then we will add our password. Okay, now we want to know whether our password has been configured. So we go to privilege exec mode. Then we do show run. So from here you will see that enable secret password here is encrypted, and enable password is also encrypted. So from here you see that even if when someone gets his hands on our password file, unless he decrypt it, else he won't be able to have access to the real password. Okay, from our next assignment we are going to configure IP address to our switch. Okay, and we can do that from configuration mode, global configuration mode, and we want to know the command that can help us configure our IP address. And in here we need the interface. Okay, so interface command, because we have to configure our IP address on a particular interface so that that particular interface will be able to communicate through the network. Okay, so we need interface, and we have to configure our password to VLAN1. So VLAN1, then we'll just assign our IP address. So which command will help me assign my IP address? So here when you see the config if, it means that you are in the interface of VLAN1. Okay, or you are in a particular interface. It can be a fast interface 22, 23, or whatever it is. But here you are in interface of VLAN1. So I want to know the command that will help me to configure my password. And I see IP here, so I'll do IP. The next command is address. Next command is, I'll just ABC the IP address. So I'll just type my IP address 192.168.4.0. Sorry, .2. Next command, I need my subnet to 255.255.255.0. So it means that there is no other command. Okay, so I'll just send it to the terminal. Now we want to check if we really have our password configured. Okay, so we go to privilege exec mode, we do show run, and from here you see that our password has been configured. Okay, and now it is shut down. Okay, it is shut down. The interface is shut down. Now we need to bring the interface up. It is off now. You need to bring it up, or it won't be able to communicate. So we will go back to our VLAN interface from the global configuration mode. Then we will go to interface VLAN 1 again. Then we'll do no shut. Now you can do this as soon as you finish typing your IP address and your subnet, as we did earlier. Then you can send a no shut command. No shut. So you see that now our interface, which was down, is now up. Okay, so we will go back to privileged exec mode. Then we'll do show run again, and you see that there is no shutdown here. Okay, now our interface is up, or we can show by doing show IP int brief, interface brief. Okay, and then you see that VLAN 1 is now having an IP address of 192.168.4.2, and status is up and protocol is up. Now status means that we have bring the administrator, or you being the administrator had bring the interface up. Now protocol also means that the device is connected. So if the device is not connected, you see that it will be down. So you see from fast Ethernet ports 01, you see that the protocol is up because I've connected to fast Ethernet port 01. Okay, as you see fast Ethernet 02, you see that the protocol is up because it has been connected. But from 4 up to 24, they are all down. Why? Because it has not been connected. So now let's connect fast Ethernet port 24. Okay, and see if it will come up. So go to network 24. Now from here, let's send that command again. I can tap my up arrow key to bring the command again, or I can just retype it again. But if you want to use the previous command that you used before, you can just tap your up arrow key, or if you want to use the next command, you can just tap your down arrow key. So up, down. Okay, enter. Now you see that before fast Ethernet port 24 was down. Now you see that now protocol is up. It means that it is connected. Now I can shut port Ethernet 04 down administratively. So if I go to the interface from go config T interface fast 0/24, /24. Now I have to type the full in this in so that you understand it. Interface, next command is fast Ethernet. Our next command is going to be 0/24. Okay, now you see that we are now in the interface of port 24. Okay, I'll do no shut. I'll do shut down. Now that interface is down. If I go to show IP int brief, you see that fast Ethernet port 24 is administratively down because I have shut it down. Okay, so I'll just bring it back again. Shut because we need it to communicate. Okay, you can see that it's now up. So from our next episode, we are going to learn how to configure SSH and Telnet, and because we wouldn't like to uh we wouldn't like to be going to the server room every day with our laptop to do configuration. Okay, we would like to sit in our office and do our configuration from our office. From our next episode, we will just learn how to configure SSH and Telnet, so that we will just SSH into our router, oh sorry, our switch, then we will just do our configuration from there. Okay, so see you in the next episode.